Hello everyone, Dave the Tabletop Wanderer here with a quick PSA. So in this episode, I totally get the combat wrong, okay? I went back after filming and I said, no, something's not right. So yeah, you'll see what happens, but don't worry, because I found out how it goes. So your hit points, your hit protection, it's not your hit point. When you go to below 0, you start taking damage on your strength, and I didn't do that. So we could say that, well, you could see that the person that goes down is actually still not down. But you'll get it. You'll get it. I'll fix it up on the next episode. Okay, sorry about that. And let's get on with the show. See you in a little while. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is I, Dave the Tabletop Wanderer, and we are back once again with our Cairn 2nd edition campaign sort of thingamajig. And without further ado, if you haven't seen the other videos in the beginning of this whole thing, go and check them out, okay? So, our characters, last episode, they were hired to go to Mist Hedge and deliver an ancient map there. So we are at Waygold right here, and we have to go all the way, hopefully you can see this, all the way down here. Okay, so we need to go through D, J, and K. Potentially we might actually go here first, but we shall see. But let's go D, J, and Okay, so we need to figure out first our watches, how many watches there are for this exploration. So we're going to say, so the book Cairn says what does it? A day is divided into 3 watches, morning, afternoon, and night. Okay, so we first need to figure out how many watches there is between Waygold and Wyvern. Wyvern Mill. So let's go here, and we got D, J, and K. So D has 4 watches. J has 4 watches. And K has another 4 watches. So that's 12 watches altogether. So we're going to say, so each day has 3 watches, right? Each day has 3 watches. That's what it says here. A day is divided into 3 watches. So we get, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put Waygold here, right? And we're going to do, so that's 12 watches altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. And when they get here, they are at Wyvern Mill. Okay, so every watch will knock that off. So this will be one day here, that'll be another day there, that'll be another day there, and that will be another day there. So altogether we've got, let me put this as night, 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 and night. So they'll get to Wyvern, if all goes well, they get to Wyvern at the end of the 4th day. So the 4th day in the evening, they'll get to Wyvern. Now, how much time is each watch? That is something that I do. Okay, so to determine the twins, okay, whatever. However, as most parties elect to spend the 3rd watch of the day resting, one can use days as a shorthand for travel time. For example, if the distance between 2 points is equal to 4 watches, the party would need to travel for 2 days, arriving in the evening. Okay, so we're going to arrive at the evening of the 4th day. Okay, travel via that is about it then. There's nothing much here that we can see. Also, During exploration, here we go, exploration cycles. The warden describes a the party plots or adjusts a given course. Each character chooses a single wilderness action. The warden narrates the results on the wilderness event table of the players, and the warden record any loss of resource and new conditions. So we can use some events right here, and there's some actions that we can also do right there. I'll just mark this, put that off to the side, and let's get going. So the party is at Waygold. Everything is up and running. They are all set. We also need to mark down here three things actually, which are the guards that are going to come with us. So we're going to put guard 1 here, guard 2, and guard 3. So let's say we'll just roll 1d6 to see how many here. I said last time they each have one hit point, but that's not fun. So guard 1 has 3 hit points. Guard 2 has 4. And guard 3 has 6. Okay. But they all do d4 damage. That's it. Because they all got like short swords, stuff like that. Something like that. Okay. Doesn't really matter what they have. They have no armor. They have d4 hit dice. Well, damage dice. And 3 hit points, 4 HP points, and 6 HP points, respectively. And we are off then. I'm going to open up the map so we can see, a little better what we are up to. I did have a meeple around here. Yep, I got one right here. So here we are at Waygold. So our characters there, all set up. Everything's ready to go. Horses are loaded up. The caravan's all ready. There's a sort of a wagon where with the 3 guards on, like we have the wagon, and then there's 1 guard on one side, 1 guard on the other, and the other 3rd guard, he is on driving the wagon. And our characters, we could do this. Let me do this. Let me just draw sort of what we get, okay? So we got the wagon here, right? Got the wagon. And we got guard 1 here, guard 2 here, guard 3 is up here, he is driving, and then we can get, let's see, we get Jean and Light up front, okay, Jean and Light, they're up front, and we get Beric and Leda in the back, and that's how we are going to do it. Okay, that is the marching order, so to speak. Okay, just leave that there. Let me just see. Yeah, okay. That is our marching order. And they head off. They head off, and they start making their way down D. So, we can have some actions, right? We get to make some actions, and we can roll on the event. So let's roll on the event. So they start making their way down the road. Well, it says here that we can see if they get lost, but this is sort of the main road, right? So this whole road, D and J, is a main road. So I'm not going to say they're going to get lost, because it's, pretty easy to make their way there. But we will, however, roll a D6 to see what event we get. Right now, since I'm looking at this and you get exhaustion, environment loss and stuff like that, I'll just say for the first day, we'll see only if there's an encounter, and we'll go along each day that passes. We'll add new stuff for the wilderness event. Let's say we can get an encounter and a sign. Okay, 1 and 2. So we'll do 1, 2, 3 an encounter, 4, 5, 6 the sign, and they get a sign. So as our party is going down the road, they see a sign, and this will be 1 watch right there. So they got here to this junction there, this crossroad, and they saw a sign pointing to the west. And the sign was really ominous, like skull and bones sort of thing, and just says beware. That's all that happened. That's all that's written on the sign, just beware and that skull. And Leda turns to Beric, who's coming up the back, and she goes, "Oh, what that sign mean?" And Beric says, "Well, that's the way to the bogs. Don't want to go there. Not a fun place." Oh, okay. But why would anyone want to go there if it's so dangerous? And he says, "Well, it is the area where the Palace of Lagoria stands. Well, what's left of it anyway." She goes, the Palace of Lagoria? Yeah. A long time ago, it was built by these rogues, these scholars who went rogue. They started delving into the dark arts, and it like people say that something really bad happened, like a big explosion, which teared the fabric of the world, and everything just is mumbled up there. It's like a sort of a dream. And people actually say that you can only get into the palace if you dream next to the ruins. But like I said, don't think about going in there. Just let it be. And she says, "Oh, okay." And so they continue their way down right here. And so it's afternoon. They stopped to have a little rest. Nothing really happened. And they ate lunch. And they continued on their way, just talking to each other, nothing too special, stuff like that. And let's see. Let me get Solo Spelunking's framework. Let's see if we can get something out of here also. Let's go back here. No, let's go here. Wilderness encounter. Movement encounter components. A site. No movement encounter components. Let me see. When you enter a new wilderness hex, well, not hex actually, you check for wilderness encounter. While traveling across the plains and grasslands, there's a 1 in 6 chance of encounter. Forest and hills, there's a 2 in 6 chance. If an encounter occurs, use the following generator to create the encounter. Okay. Using the movement section while traveling and the no movement. Oh, so we'll use this area here. Let me just see. Yeah, this is really low. You probably won't be able to see that. Okay, so we are in movement. So we're going to roll a D8 to see what we get in the encounter. Let me see if I can find the D8 and not mess up. I got it. Nailed it on the first on the first try. So D8, we get a 5, and 5 we get a monster. Ooh. Okay, let's see. What monster do we get? We are in sort of a plains grassland sort of thing. So we get a D20. I'll just roll it on here. D20. We get a 5 right there. And 5 says wolves. Oh, nice. Now, how many wolves do we get? Let's see. We are 6 or 7, right? Yeah, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, there's 7 of us. So I'm going to say D12 probably. Let me see. Let me check something. Let me see how the wolves are here. wolf 6 HP points, and they do a D8 damage of bite. Large canines are 12 primarily in wildlands, but occasionally lairs and caves. Can be trained like dogs if captured young. When found in packs of at least 4, wolves never fail morale saves. Okay, so let's see how many wolves we get. What did I say? D12? D12. 3? 3? Okay, I'm going to add another 3 to that. So we're going to get 6 wolves, because like 3 is a bit lame. So let's get wolf 1 with, how many hit points did I have? 6, right? Yeah, 6 hit points. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wolf 2, wolf 3, wolf 4, 5, and wolf 6. Do this real quick. I'll just do it like this. Quicker. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And last but not least, this one right here. Okay. So, as our heroes are making their way through the hills, they hear "Ow!" and one of the guard on top of the wagon goes, "Wolves! Wolves! They're coming in from the east." And they look over and they just see this pack of 6 wolves running straight towards them. The horses are starting to go wild. I know. I do a good horse. So, what's his name? Light just screams out, "Everyone, get ready!" And they all jump down. Well, they all jump down? No, just guard number 3 jumps down. Okay, so we're going to do this a bit like, how should I say? So I'll just take like each of them in turn, okay? We're going to say that first we'll see initiative. So let's roll this. So black will be for us, red will be for the wolves to see who goes first. We go first, okay. So as the wolves are rushing in, Light, he's going to be the first one to attack. Light just grabs his sword. He's got a sword, right? What's his thing? Yeah, he gets his long sword, which is a D10. He grabs his longsword and he slashes at the first wolf, dealing 7 points of damage. Wolves have no armor, right? Yep, no armor. So he attacks wolf number 1 with 7 points, and that will take wolf number 1 down. Then Jean, she has a longbow. Yep, she has a striped bamboo bow, which does D6 damage, and she aims at one of the wolves that's coming up in the back. So who does she aim for? So we got, let's do a D6 to see. Well, wolf 1 is dead. She aims at wolf number 5, and she does a D6 damage, so we just use this. She hits it with 3. So wolf number 5 takes 3 points of damage. And he goes, "Get me!" Now, guard number 1, he had to run around here, so he's not going to fight just yet, because that will be his turn, running around the wagon, because the wolves are coming in from here, right? The wolves are coming in from here. And so guard number 1 had to run around here. So guard number 3, he jumps down, and he grabs his little sword, and he swings at wolf number 2, and he hits it with 1 point of damage. Guard number 2 hits he gangs up on the same wolf. He does 3. 1, 2, 3. Letta, she gets her stake. And so we're going to say that, so wolf number 3 is going here. Wolf number 4 is there. No, wolf number 4 is going back here. Wolf 4 and 6 are going there, and the rest of them are going here. So Letta runs up to wolf number 4. She grabs her stake, and she hits it for 2. And Beric, he comes up, goes, "Watch out, Letta! Get out of the way!" And he's got quite a bit of stuff. He's got a saw and spiked boots. So what he can do is he's going to grab his saw with 6 and go for number 4 also. And he hits it with 6, just obliterating the wolf out of the area. Now, wolf number 2, he's coming down this way. So wolf number 2, and that's 6 there, and this is wolf number 5 also. So wolf number 2 saw that Light just smashed his alpha, which was wolf number 1, and he goes straight for Light. And they do a, what was it? D8, right? D8 bite? Yeah, D8 bite. Ooh, that's going to hurt. D8 bite. Let's see. 4 points of damage. And Light has 2 HP, so Light is down. Light is down. Oh no, Light. As you can see, this is really gruesome. Light is down. Wolf number 5 goes for Jean. Wait, Light has... It doesn't really matter, because if he does have armor, doesn't really matter, because he took more... He does have armor. He has 2 points of armor, actually. 2 points of armor. I forgot to see that. So he did 4 minus 2. That's 2. He has 2. So he's knocked out. He's at 0 exactly. And that means we can get a scar for him. And Jean, she has 1 armor. I can't forget that. And that's about it. So Light has has a scar. Did we do it? No, we didn't. So wolf number 3 or 5 goes for Jean. Does 7 points of damage. Ouch! She is completely out of the game. Ouch. Okay. Wolf 4. Do they all die just now? Wolf 4 goes for Letta. Does 3 points of damage. She is still up with 1 HP. And Wolf 6 goes for Beric. 2. And Beric still has 2 points of damage. Okay. Now it is our turn. So, Light is at exactly 0 points, and that means you get a scar. Now, let's see what the scar does. Scars. 66. Right here. If a damage to a PC would reduce their HP to exactly 0, look up the result on the table below based on the amount of HP lost in the attack. For example, if a PC went from 3 to 0, they would look at the entry number 3. So he took 2. So, rattling blow. You're disoriented and shaken. Describe how you refocus. Roll 1d6. If the total high is more than your max HP, take the new result. Okay, so he's shaken. He got knocked down to his knees, and he starts to shake his head. And he's going, "Oh, what the hell is that? They bite so hard." Okay, now describe how he refocus. And okay, so how does he refocus? He looks up and still shaking his head, and he can see that Jean, she's fallen to the ground right next to him, and he goes, "Jean, No! And he rolls a d6. And we get a 4. If the total is higher than your max HP, take the new result. And his max HP, I think, is actually 4. Oh, no, it is 2. It is 2. So, we take 4. What do we take, though? Do we take an extra 4? Describe how you refocus. Roll 1d6. If the total is higher than your max HP, take the new result. Take the new result for what? That's what I don't get. Okay, rattling blow. So he took 2 HP points to take him to 0 because he had armor of 2. You're disoriented and shaken. Describe how you refocus. Roll 1d6. If the total is higher than your max HP, take the new result. Do I go here? So I take 4. I'm guessing that's how it is. So I'm guessing that I'll take the new result, which is 4. So I'll go here. Broken limb. Roll 1d6. Skull once mended. Roll 2d6. If the total is higher than your maximum. See, I think it like they're all taking the new result. What does taking the new result mean? I tell you what I'm going to say. I think that the new result says I get 4 HP. That's what I think. So he got up and with his adrenaline and all that, he's at 4 HP. I think that's how it is. If it isn't, let me know, please, in the comments. Okay, hopefully, Yokai, if you're watching, you can shed some light on that there for me, please. Okay, so, Light, he got up. He's a bit shaken, not stirred. And he is going berserk mode now, and he runs straight for wolf number 2, and he tries to hit it with his longsword, which is a d10 right here. Oh, he hits it with 1. He hits it for 1. So yeah, he is a bit shaken still because he only managed to hit 1 point on the wolf. Jean, she is down. So I'm going to say Jean has 3 turns for someone to heal her or revive her or whatever. Okay, so this will be 1 turn right there. Letter is still at 1 HP, and she's going to continue to wail on wolf number 6 this time, because wolf number 4 is down, and we've only got 2, 3, and 6. So she's going to wail on 6 with her stake. She runs up to it, you brute, and hits it with 3. And that takes that guy to 3. And now, Beric's turn. Hopefully he can finish off this wolf. He goes with his saw, which is a d6. Oh, no, you know what he's going to do? No, he's got his spiked boots. The attack of Letter collapsed the wolf to the ground. It's like howling and in agony on the ground, and he just goes up to it with his spiked boots and goes, yeah, thought so, you're dead. And he just stomps it with his spiked boots and hits it for 6 and kills him straight away. So wolf 6 is down. We've only got wolf 2, 3, 2, 3, and 5. Where's 5? 5 is here. Didn't we kill 3 already? Oh, wolf 3 is still up and running. Ooh, okay, I missed that. Ooh, my bad. Guard number 1's already down this way now, so he can actually go after wolf number 2. And he hits it for 4, and wolf number 2 is dead. Guard 3, he also is now going to focus on wolf 3. He gets 3 shots in, nice. And guard number 2 is also going to go for wolf 3. Another 3, and that will kill it. So right now, at the moment, we've only got wolf number 5 that is still up. And he sees that the guards are doing damage to his companions, so he just focuses on them and runs straight for guard number 1. And he has a D8, which is not that, this, and hits the guard for 5, killing the guard. Guard number 1 is down. And that is the wolf's turn. And this is turn number 2 for Gene. D10. So Light runs straight over here because he saw that the wolf attacked guard number 1, killing him. And he goes straight for wolf number 5. And he hits it with 9, which totally obliterates the wolf. And with that, the combat is over. Now, they all start to look around. They see the wolves are all dead. And Leda just runs around. Gene! Runs around. And let's see. Okay, miniature lip light omen, rations, torch, bow, serrated knife, bow, armor, heart, root, salve, restores D4 strength. Okay, so what we are going to do is I think I'm doing this wrong. I think I'm doing combat wrong. Because I'm supposed to be taking points off strength and not HP, right? I think that's how it works. I just messed up badly, royally. So, rounds, attacking and damage, attacker rolls. Oh, it does go to the HP. Okay. Okay, so I wasn't doing it wrong. Okay, cool. Okay, so what happens is, what we're going to say is, Leda, she runs around and she knows that Jean has a heart root salve. That restores D4 strength. So yeah, doesn't restore HP though, and yeah, Jean got hit really hard, so Jean died. Jean is dead, and they get to her, and she's just like bloodied, and she's not breathing anymore, and so yeah. I guess her armor didn't do her that good. And so they go and they start taking her stuff. And let's see. We can say that... Okay, Light will take her bow. Her war bow. Which does D6. Leda will take... the armor and the salve, which will give her +1, so she goes to 1 armor and the salve. And we'll say that Beric takes the rope and the rations. So +3. And that is what we are going to stay right here for today. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all did enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all on the next episode. Bye-bye.